Hello friends, my name is Raza Masood. Today we'll discuss about a topic communication management plan. Friend, with respect to project management, PMI, PMBOK, project management body of knowledge, this is a very important topic, communication management plan. Friend, if you are studying project management and in a university or you are planning to give exam of PMP, friend, this is a very important topic and anything related to communication, especially communication management plan. So at least 8 to 10 questions you will definitely see in the exam which are directly related to communication or communication management plan. So friend, this is a very important topic. Secondly, friend, if you are already a professional project manager and working as an professional project manager in any organization, so this is a very important topic. You must know that what is communication management plan, because if you can communicate properly in a project, you can successfully complete your project, and the poor communication result as a failure of project. So friend, first of all, I would request to please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell option as well so that my new videos can reach to you. So let's start. Communication management plan. Friend, if I ask from you that what is communication, what do you think that what is communication? Friend, communication means exchange of information between two members or more than two persons. What does it mean? For example, friend, if you are coming late from office in evening and you just call to your mother or your wife that you are coming late, so actually what you are doing, you are communicating, you are exchanging the information, you are giving information that you will be late tonight. uh, Another example, that for example, if you are let's assume that you are a seller, you are a shopkeeper and you are standing on a shop, and some person came at your shop and he wants to buy ABC thing. If you listen to him properly what he wants to buy, and you place the things in front of him against what he wants to purchase, so that means you are a good communicator, because you are a good listener. You listen to him that what he wants to purchase, and then you try to sell the things which he wants to purchase. So friend, that is called as communication. Another example is that if you are a professional project manager and working in any organization and you are implementing an e-commerce solution, and you notice that your team is not capable enough, or they need some technical training, and you discuss with your boss that technical training is required for your technical team because they are not technically capable enough. So right now what you are doing, you are basically communicating. So friend, communication means exchange of information, and remember one thing, that it doesn't mean that you are already only sending the information, you are exchanging the information. Exchanging means that you are sending some information, and also you should have to be a good listener as well. You should have to understand what actually other person wants to say. That is called as the concept of communication here, that you are what you are actually saying, and what other person wants to say. So that is called as the difference between, that is called as the concept of communication, exchange of information. Okay, that is called as the communication. Now friend, if you can understand the concept of communication, we can discuss about communication management plan. Friend, communication management plan, just think of a document, any word document or excel document. See friend, here in a project, this is very important that the communication should be clear. Why communication needs to be clear, friend? Most of the time, friend, most of the time in projects it happens that communication gaps occur. Why communication gap occur? Like, because the communication lines and communication channels are not properly defined. Many times it happen. I can give you a very simple example, that for example, you just send an email to customer that the ABC deliverable will be delivered to you on after 2 days, for example, and the customer, due to some reason on his email server, he doesn't receive the email on that particular day, because there was some problem with his email server. He sent an email to your senior management that I haven't received any email from the project manager that when I am getting the my deliverable, and this matter has been escalated. What happens? This is called an example of communication gap. You send an email to customer, however, due to some reason like some problem on the email server, he hasn't received the email, and this matter has been escalated. Why? Because the communication gap. So normally what we do, normally what we do as a project manager, if the email is very important, like something we are delivering, so normally after sending an email we call to the relevant person in the customer on the customer side as well, that we are sending the deliverable on particular date. So it is a general or normal practice like that. So friend, communication management plan is the written document that outlines, highlights and details the communication needs and expectations for the entire project. The communication plan also includes mention of the specific party or parties who are responsible for each format of the communication. See friend, here communication management plan, just think of it as a Word document or Excel sheet in which we define that who are the core team from the customer side and from the vendor side. Okay, and the core team, what are the contact numbers, what is the designation, what is the role of the persons, and how they communicate with each other, and what is the procedure of communicating with each other. Basically we are defining the key role members, okay, like project manager, CTO, CEO, technical lead, network manager, from customer side, from the vendor side. We are defining the key roles first of all, and then we define that their contact numbers, their email addresses, their designation, their role, and also we define that who will communicate to which person and how they will communicate with each other, and what is the frequency of communication between. For example, status meeting will be held weekly basis, minutes of meeting will be circulated, and project manager from both side, from customer side and from vendor side, are responsible to distribute the minutes of meeting, and project manager from both sides are responsible to conduct the weekly status meeting, and the contact number, email addresses, designation, names, etc. of the key roles from both sides will be defined. So this is an example of communication management plan. Just think of the communication management plan as a Word document or Excel document. Friend, communication management plan should include the purpose of communication, why we want to communicate, then the main stakeholders, their roles, their designations, their names, their email addresses, contact number, all the relevant information should be available. The types of information that needed to be shared with the stakeholder, it is very important what type of information you want to share in the communication management plan. What is the method used to communicate? For example, you are saying that the meeting is a purpose, is a method to communicate. Video conference calls are method to communicate. So method of communication will be definitely mentioned. Like for example, you are saying the emails are the method to communicate. The frequency would also be necessary to mention that, for example, weekly status meeting will held after 1 week, within a one on monthly basis. The status meeting will be held on weekly basis, and the steering committee meeting will held on monthly basis. uh, for example, review of project will be held within 2 weeks, so etc. The frequency should also be properly defined, that what will be the frequency of the communication. Friend, why communication is important? Communication plan, why it is needed? See, friend, the reason why communication plan is needed. See, friend, here the most important reason that normally projects failed are because of poor communication, not because of technical reasons. Because of poor communication, they failed. Okay, Poor communication means the required information or relevant information is not distributing to the relevant stakeholders. Due to that reasons, the projects failed. Okay, so if you have a written document, if you have properly defined the communication, that which person is responsible to fill for which communication, so if communication is properly defined, so friend, this is a there is a very high risk, high chances are there that you can successfully complete your project. Friend, in the last, I just want to show you a very simple communication management plan. It is just a sample, take it as a sample, that for a friend what type of communication, like for example project team meeting will be done on daily basis. Method of communication will be meeting, and who will receive the communication, project team, and who is responsible, project manager. Stakeholder update will be held on monthly basis. Email newsletter is the method of communication. Who will receive, stakeholder and project manager responsible. Board meeting will happen after 2 weeks. Method of communication will be meeting. Who will receive, project, board and project manager responsible. Contribution to department newsletter will be happen after quarterly basis, and the method of communication is section of newsletter. Who will receive the communication, wider development and project manager is to responsible to deliver the department administration. So friend, it is just take it as a sample communication management plan. You can improve that document as well as per your need, as per your requirement. This is just a sample document, and you can make it as per your need and as per your requirement. So friend, that's all from my side. I hope you like this video. If you like, please share it with your friends and colleagues, and thanks a lot for your time, and that's all from my side. Thank you.